We begin with President Trump and the head of NATO discussing what's next for Ukraine. CBS News White House reporter Aaron Navarro joins us now. Aaron, what's inside this peace plan?
The expectation was a 12-point peace plan from NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, or at least presented by him, with input from Europe and Ukraine that included terms on the prisoner exchange, the return of deported children, and security guarantees for Ukraine, though it became evident during that Oval Office meeting that they just want to reach an end to the war, at least get a ceasefire done. You saw the NATO Secretary General agree with President Trump that they should have a ceasefire based on where the battle lines currently are. That's been something that Ukrainian President Zelensky has said is a good compromise. What you heard from President Trump is an acknowledgement that the talks, at least with the U.S. and Russia, don't really seem to be going anywhere. He said he canceled that anticipated meeting with Russian President Putin potentially as soon as this week in Budapest. Said, quote, "It didn't feel like we were going to get to the place we have to get, so I canceled it, but we'll do it in the future." And said at one point that every time he speaks to Putin, they have good conversations, but they don't get anywhere. We did see the administration and the White House and the Treasury Department did take action against Russia today with some pretty significant sanctions.
The Treasury Department has also announced new sanctions against Russia. Who's being targeted?
They are targeting two of Russia's major oil companies, the Rosneft and Lukoil oil companies, as well as their subsidies, with direct sanctions. In the past, the administration has floated secondary sanctions on countries that buy oil and gas from Russia. This time it is applied directly to those Russian oil companies in the goal of trying to make sure that they don't have the revenue to keep funding the war that they're waging with Ukraine. That has been something that Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said, while also noting this is the largest sanctions package the U.S. has ever had on the Russian Federation.
All right, Aaron Navarro, thank you.